Hey there, I'm going to show you how to embed a Google slide with live links onto a Canvas page. So one of the things that you do need to keep in mind if you're doing this isn't exactly best practice for accessibility. So if you know you have students who use screen readers, this is not a practice that you maybe want to employ. Or if you do, you might want to provide the same links somewhere else in the page so that a screen reader can also help a student navigate to it if that's the case. So I'm going to pull up an example of a Google slide that someone has created. Here's an example of a math manipulatives Google slide. It's actually something another elementary teacher created that I thought was pretty creative. So it has all of her math manipulatives and they're all links. So if you click on these, you can see that they have actual links on them that will open these flashcards or open these tools for students to use. There is a second slide in this particular Google slide that also has this teacher's information in it, but I want to publish just this slide, but I don't really want to delete the second one because I might need that information. Or what I've seen some teachers do is they've created different slides for different seasons or for different things, and when they want to change it out on their Canvas page, they just change which slide is being skipped. Because right now, if I right click or two finger click on that second slide, you can see that skip slide is selected. And so if I wanted that one to show, I could just click it and uncheck that box and then maybe hide this one if I wanted to skip it. So that's just a kind of a little trick if you have more than one slide. Because when you embed this on your Canvas page, you're not going to want it to keep going to other, well, you might want it to, but most people don't. So this is all ready to go. What I want to do is go to File and I want to click Publish to the Web. And I've already done this, but when you do, you're going to have to choose whether you want it to be a link or you want it to embed. And for your purposes, you want it to embed. So you're going to click on Embed and you can choose what size you want it to be. You can say how much you want it to advance. You can restart the slideshow as soon as the player loads, and you can restart it after the last slide. And that's what I would recommend if you don't want there to be like any break for the students and what they're seeing. So once you've selected those options, you're basically going to select this code in here and copy it because you're going to need to paste that code into your Canvas HTML editor. So I'm going to copy that, and then now I'm going to go to an example course. I'm going to navigate to a page. I'm going to add a page here. So I'm just going to call this example Google slide homepage. Okay, so what I want to do is actually click on the HTML editor here and I want to paste that code in and then switch back to my rich content editor to look at it. So this is what it's going to look like now on the page. That little black bar at the bottom of your Google slide, though, a lot of people don't want that to show up. And so the way that you get that to go away is you go back into your code and we are going to look for where it says delay equals 3,000. That's actually 3,000 is 3 seconds. We're going to add right after the number 3,000, we're going to add and RM equals minimal. And if I go back and look at my rich content editor now, that should show that slide without that bar at the bottom. So that was just a little trick. So again, I went in and where it says delay MS equals 3,000 or 5,000, whatever, how many seconds that you put in there is what number is going to be right there. And then you just add and RM equals minimal inside of the quotes, and that will make that black bar go away. Okay, so now if I come in here and I hit save and I look at my page, then now I've got this home page and this is all it looks like. And these are actual live links. You can see that when I click on these, they're going to actually open up those manipulatives. So if you're using a Google slide, then basically you can click on an object or an image or something you've added to the slide. So if I wanted to insert another image, I would go to insert image and I can look on the web or upload from my computer or whatever. And then you basically just click that icon and click the link and link it to whatever you want. So links in Google Slides can show up live on your Canvas page as long as you embed that using the embed code. The other thing you might want to make sure to do, and I didn't mention this at first, is click on your share icon and make sure that it's shared so that either people at Pattonville or maybe anyone with the link can view, so that way you don't have a problem with people viewing your homepage. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I would probably err on the side of anyone with the link, just to make sure you don't have any issues with students being able to see that show up.